everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video I wanted to sit down and just create a summer makeup look. I haven't sat down and created a fun look in a while, so it's about time. Let's get into this. Okay, for brows I'm gonna go in with an eyebrow pencil. I've been reaching for a pencil as opposed to like a pomade or a soap brow as of recently, mainly because I've always been in a rush and yeah, it's just super quick and easy to grab a pencil and fill in your brows. And I like how natural-esque my brows look when they're filled in with a pencil. But in all honesty, I go through these phases. So right now the phase is pencils. Next thing you know, the phase might be pomade. By the way, this is the Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade number 5. This is the mini. How have you guys been? I know I've been on the channel every single week. Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But I actually haven't done like a sit down and chill makeup tutorial vibe situation. You know, it's always been very structured. I think I've tried a few times, but I think I wasn't relaxed enough. Yes, there is such a thing as not relaxed enough to do a sit down tutorial. Okay, so brows are looking bomb. Now we're gonna go on to the face, and I'm first gonna go in with this Revlon Prime Plus brightening and skin tone evening primer. Honestly, Revlon is doing the things. They're seriously doing the things. So what's new with me? I have new ink. Da da da. Sorry for my squeaky chair, but I have new ink. This is the biggest ink I have. It's currently healing. Today is day 4 and it's scabbing beautifully. I know scabbing sounds a bit gross, but scabbing is a good sign that everything is healing. So yeah, that's currently what's happening with me. Yeah, I've just been in a really good headspace. Obviously life in general is really difficult, and you know, you have to make the most of your situations. So I'm just really just embracing where I'm at right now. Embracing like this, I'm almost seeing the world with a different lens right now at 25. I think especially with lockdown and just having things put so much into perspective, I'm just like, you know, a little bit more chilled and a little bit more focused on what I actually need to do. I mean, I've always been focused, but I think I also invest a lot of my time into people, and I'm just learning that some people are just, you know, meant to be on your journey and others aren't. So yeah, also as I'm getting older, like I've never been the person to have a lot of friends, and I've always wanted to be that person that had a lot of friends. Or even if I didn't have a lot of friends, I wanted to have like decent, good quality friends. And I feel like I'm really just, you know, attracting the friendships that I want for my life. And I think that's super important. Like, don't just manifest the relationships you want in your life, manifest the people you want to be associated with. I just got foundation in my hair. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I'm really learning the power of manifestation, and I've just been really focusing on, you know, manifesting what I want for my life and working hard at it as well. Cause ain't nothing comes without hard work. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I'm using for foundation. For foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Caramel. So, I mean, last year this time I was not in a good headspace. I was in a very bad headspace, and I'm actually doing so much better now, you guys. Like, there was just a lot that I went through last year that I don't think I will ever be able to like talk about. So that's why I'm not talking about it. But yeah, there was just a lot that I went through last year. And I felt like it was a phase that I needed to go through so I could grow. It was a phase I needed to grow through. Why is this foundation looking so orange? Clearly I haven't used this foundation in a while, but I really like this color. It's looking a bit crazy now, but once I put concealer over, you guys will see. So yeah, I'm really learning how to just be grateful for everything that I have and just be present in the moment. Because I think one thing that happened to me last year, and I mean it's a few of many things that sort of happened to me, and I just realized that, you know, I didn't see the potential in myself that everybody else saw. I didn't believe in myself like everybody else did, and maybe I attracted people who were just like me, didn't see my potential, didn't see my value, and it just, life happens like that sometimes, and everything that happens in life is a lesson, and I've just had to, you know, learn that the hard way and take it in my stride. And that's why, like, over the past year, maybe I've been a little bit withdrawn on my channel because I was just going through a few things, and I was going through anxiety, and I think I maybe mentioned my anxiety attacks. But I mean, you know, it was a lot more intense than that at some point, and I just had to realize that I have to do a lot of work on myself. And so that's what I've been doing for the last, I want to say, year, is just working on myself, not focusing on the wrong things, not focusing on making other people happy, focusing on making me happy and making my life easier, because I'm the kind of person that would want to make everybody else's life easier, to the point where I'm never saying no. I'm never saying no to helping people. I'm never saying no to like drawing boundaries. And then at the end of the day, I'm the one that's like feeling some type of way, and I'm the one that's like resenting myself and the fact that I'm always so nice and all of that stuff. By the way, I'll leave all the products I'm using on the screen. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop and the Maybelline Fit Me. It's crazy. Also, you guys, the reason why I leave products on the screen is, number one, it's easier for everyone regardless of device. Secondly, I film a lot of makeup tutorials, so if I don't do it as I edit, I'm going to forget what to put in the description bar, and majority of the time I'm gonna forget to update the description bar. So that's why it's on the screen, so I remember to do it while I am editing. So yeah, it was just a really difficult time, but I think it needed to happen. That phase needed to happen. I needed to grow. I needed to glow. And now I can sit here and talk to you guys about it, because, you know, I mean, it still makes me emotional, because I'm like, did I really have that little self-love for myself? But now I'm just realizing that I deserve good things, and I deserve good people in my life, and I deserve good friends. And I don't have to settle for friends, because there are amazing people out there in the world that are attracted to me and whose personalities I am attracted to, you know? So yeah, I just really have learned my self-worth in this last year. And you know, I feel like certain experiences have to happen, because we all know we should have some level of self-worth and some level of self-confidence, but to actually like sit down and say to yourself, I'm looking for validation in people that I shouldn't. I should look for validation in myself. I should look at myself in the mirror every day and be like, you know what, girl? You are doing an amazing job. You are doing amazing, sweetie. Look at how much you've accomplished. I never did that. I never, even up until 6 months ago when I bought a car. Honestly, I think I've been numb to it the entire lockdown, because 2 weeks after I got my car, lockdown hit. And only recently, when I've been like planning things and going through things and trying to adult harder than I already am right now, I'm realizing that, damn, I did that. I did that. I'm doing that. And once you like come to a realization that you are doing things for yourself, you're just like, why am I taking myself for granted when I don't have mom and dad paying my bills? I'm doing it by myself. I have an amazing family that's an amazing support system. I mean, what more could I want, you know? So yeah, it does take a while for you to get to that realization that, you know, you have everything you need. You don't have to go looking for a man or a woman, whatever your preference is. You don't have to look for a partner. You don't have to look for yourself in other people or look for validation of yourself in other people. You are everything right in front of yourself. So yeah, and I feel like my entire childhood, it was always like, oh, you know, you need to find a husband and get married, and what will your mother-in-law think if you can't cook, and what would your mother-in-law think if you can't do this and you can't do that. But times have changed so much, and I think as brown girls, myself included, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be married at a certain age, to have babies at a certain age, and I just don't think that's the direction I want to take anymore. So I think that's what I really realized is, you know, yes, I'm 25, yes, I'm getting older, but I have achieved a lot for someone who is single and who is navigating this thing called life by herself and with the support of her family members. You know what I mean? So I'm also very blessed that I get to do what I love and my family supports me. And there was never any pressure for me to go into a mainstream industry. And I mean, people ask me all the time, how did you get into content creation? How did you get into makeup artistry? Makeup artistry was something I didn't expect would be my full-time job, but I just fell into it. You know, I started by doing a wedding for a faculty member of our health sciences at university, and then she was so happy with her makeup, and then when people would ask me if I would do their makeup, I obliged. And before I knew it, it became my full-time job. And it is still my full-time job. So even content creation, like, I was in retail, didn't really enjoy my job. I'm sure those of you who follow me have been following me for a while, you know the story, but really didn't like my job, really didn't like how I was being treated and the unfairness that was going on. And so I decided, okay, what do I do? Like, do I stick into retail or do I leave? And just as I was like coming to a crossroads with regards to what I do or what do I do in this situation, I got my first brand deal. And so, I mean, it was amazing and it was insane. And I've just had such amazing opportunities, and I keep looking back and thinking, why am I this person that's like can't be happy that I've had all these opportunities? I continuously want something else instead of being grateful for what I have, you know? Instead of being grateful for all the opportunities that have come my way, I'm like constantly like, but why can't that be me? Why can't I also be in a relationship? Why can't I also be, you know, happy with somebody? So I'm just focusing on myself right now, working on myself so that I can be the best version of myself that I could ever possibly be for anyone on the planet. And yeah, I hope that my future husband is doing the same thing. Also, I'm way too young to get married. Back in the day, it was fine if you got married at like 23, 21, 20, 22. Did my mother get married? I think my mother got married at like 20. But yeah, times have changed. People change. People have different goals. And I mean, if men can like literally be like, I'm cutting off a relationship so I can focus on my career and I'm gonna be one-track minded for my career for the next couple of years until I feel secure enough, and then I'll get into a relationship and then I'll settle down. Why can't women do the same thing? why must we be pressured to settle down and have babies, and why must we be put on a time clock situation? I mean, we know we're not going to be young forever. We know our egg's going to not be fresh forever, but I think it's time that women also just put ourselves first instead of getting into toxic relationships and hurting more people. I just rather be in my own lane and focus on doing me until I feel I'm ready to get into a relationship with somebody who is just as serious about me as I am about them. Because let's be honest, men these days, so yeah, there are two types of men in the world: men who know what they want and men who don't know what they want. If you decide to go for a man who doesn't know what he wants, you'll get your heart broken. But sometimes you'll go for a man who does know what he wants, and you'll still get your heart broken because he feels like he just does not have the energy to deal with you. Anyway, just a little food for thought. How about that? Let us focus on the things we need to do as women. We are boss queen babes. And honestly, there is so much of like gender-based violence. I'm very, very lucky that the very few people I have dated have never been physical towards me. But I also feel like if you are strong mentally and it happens the first time, you're able to pick yourself up and walk away. I think also men are very manipulative, and it goes both ways, you guys. Women and men, both ways. I'm not just saying women are the victims all the time. I'm sure men also have their fair share of difficulty. But, you know, women are out here losing our lives to people who are supposed to be the love of our lives and are supposed to be the people that, like, take care of us and have our backs and are supposed to protect us. So, yeah, there's just a lot to think about in this day and age, especially 2020. I mean, you're never going to get your 20s back also. So I'm just enjoying my 20s, enjoying just focusing on myself, worrying about myself, and I actually enjoy being home. Like, there's times where I enjoy visiting my cousins and all of that stuff, and there's times where I just want to chill at home, and that's exactly what I do. So yeah, I'm really happy though, because my favorite cousin moved to Joburg. Actually, she's been here for a while, but she's actually moved really, really close to where I live. And yeah, she just got married, and she is my favorite cousin. We've like grown up together, and so the fact that I get to spend time with her is just amazing. So yeah, I love that. And I get to leave the house. It's an excuse to leave the house, but I don't necessarily want to go to the club, you know what I mean? So yeah, okay, so I don't really know what look I want to do, but I want to kind of do a look that's like colorful and like summery. So I'm gonna be going in with my Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette, and I'm kind of leaning towards like this hot pink and like this orange and like this yellow. Let's start with the orange called Lit, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what this is gonna look like, but we shall see. I'm just gonna pack this on the outer corner of my eye. So yeah, lots of things I'm learning about myself, lots of things I'm beginning to realize. I'm also beginning to realize that this journey I'm on, like every single thing that I've gone through thus far has happened for a reason, you know? And I think if we just, you know, realize in life that everything happens for a reason, good or bad. I mean, there's certain things that are out of our control completely, and it's hard to deal with and hard to come to terms with. But yeah, everything happens for a reason, and we just have to embrace it instead of fighting it. I mean, how did this video turn so deep so quick? I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, I think it's been a long overdue conversation that I really wanted to have with you. So yeah, I just feel like it was time to just sit down and have a conversation with you guys, because I feel like I've been a little withdrawn. And so yeah, I want you guys to realize why I've been maybe just a little bit different over the last year, I've been handling things a little bit more differently. I've just been approaching life with a whole new lens, more so in the last 6 months than in the last year. So a lot of learning, a lot of growing, and it's only up from here. It doesn't matter how many people tell you that they don't want to be in your life, or how many people tell you that whatever. Just know that good things come to those who wait, and good things always come to good people. So always remember that. I'm gonna go in with the shade Pep Talk, which is this like neon pinky vibe. Well, it looks like a neon pink, but yeah, actually it looks like a hot baby pink. And I'm just gonna blend this on top of this orange. Also, I'm a very, very big people pleaser, so I always feel like I need to please my audience, I need to please the people watching me, and I always need to be 100% on point. And I think it's all about finding a balance and realizing that it's a 50-50 sort of partnership that you and I are in. And yeah, I always want to give you guys what you want. I always want to give you guys the content you want to see. And I'm realizing that sometimes, and then at some point it felt like no matter what I was doing, there was constantly someone telling me that I needed to do better, or I needed to do this instead of that. And I think a lot of the time you tend to feel, what's the word? I don't have the word for it right now. But you tend to feel like no matter what you do, it's like not good enough. And I've just realized that it's just a preference everybody has. And so I stopped taking things so personally, you know? I started realizing that everybody has their preference, and just because somebody is suggesting something to me doesn't mean I'm not doing enough. It just means that that is their preference, and you know, if I need to accommodate that preference, I possibly can. I have more options to sort of play with. But I'm not gonna lie, you guys, being a content creator is really not all it's cut out to be. It is quite difficult. They are challenging days, but it's very rewarding, especially when you love what you do and you have a lot of passion behind it. I would say if I got into being a content creator for just the mere fact of I'm gonna make money and I'm gonna get free products and everything's gonna be amazing, I probably wouldn't be successful, just because I would have gotten into content creation for all the wrong reasons. So yeah, I have to say, if you're going to become a content creator, do it for all the right reasons. Don't do it for all the superficial reasons. Passion is what will see you through this entire process at the end of the day. So that is the one thing that will carry you through. I'm taking my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I'm just gonna cut my crease. I feel like I haven't done a cut crease in a while, but like I have been doing cut creases quite a bit. So I would like to know in the comment section down below, what is one thing you guys learned during lockdown? I mean, if you're maybe uncomfortable to share in the comment section, you can always DM me on Instagram. I know the comment section, a lot of people always like DM me and they're like, sorry I didn't post in the comment section, I'm a bit shy. So if that's you and you're a bit shy to post in the comment section, my DMs are always opened. Okay, so I just put that pink on my lids, and now I'm gonna go in with this yellow shade called Keen. These eyeshadows from the Stacey Marie MUA palette, you guys, are so pigmented. Honestly, I am obsessed. And you guys know I love my James Charles palette, but if there is a palette that is definitely better than the James Charles, it's gotta have to be this one. Even the yellow is just out of this world. I mean, do we like it? I personally think it's a vibe. Okay. I feel like I want to do something extra. Or maybe I don't want to do something extra. Never mind. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Pink Me, which is this shade right here. It looks white, but actually it is this dark pink iridescent shade. Also, you guys, I did Neil Ramathar's makeup this past weekend. I'm not sure how you say it, so I'm gonna say it in the most Indian way possible. Ramathar or Ramathar. I did Neil's makeup for saneshnienaidoo's Halloween party. Honestly, you guys, touching his face, actually him just calling me, I freaked out. Like, guys, it was so crazy getting a call from Neil when you know you probably idolized this man since way before you started becoming a makeup artist, and then all of a sudden your phone is blowing up and it says Neil, the caller ID says Neil Ramathar, and you're like, or Ramathar, sorry, and you're like, it's crazy. So I'm still like like so in awe of just like being able to meet him and like touch his face. By the way, his skin, he's like unreal in person. His skin is amazing. His lips are just luscious. Shocked, guys. He is perfection in real life. I don't even have the words to describe. Honestly, you guys, there's just so many things happening this year that I'm just like, is this my life? Like, is this my life? Is this really my life? Is this really what I'm doing right now? It is crazy, like so crazy. So I'm gonna go in with just some Essence mascara and just coat my top and bottom lashes. This eyeshadow is giving me vibes. So next I'm gonna go in with bronzer, and I haven't used my Benefit Hoola in a while, so we're gonna give the Benefit Hoola some love. Go like slightly the e-girl route today because I really like how like the e-girl makeup has that like really pink nose, and for some reason I really like how the pink nose looks. Am I weird? I think I am. Also, I know there are a lot of things that I haven't gotten around to doing, but during Vlogmas I'm going to try and get through as many of the things you guys have been requesting. Why am I forgetting my English? As many of the things you guys have been requesting as possible. Vlogmas this year is going to be amazing. We are claiming it. We are putting it out into the universe. It's gonna be bomb. So next I'm gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna be using Pigcognito from Revlon, and I'm just going to add some to my cheeks. And then on my nose as well. So right here on the tip of the nose. I don't know why it looks so cute. I love it so much. The bake like settles so like amazingly into my skin that sometimes I forget I actually need to like dust off the excess powder on my face. My English is going away today, you guys. Okay, so then I'm gonna go into the highlighter from the Stacey Marie MUA palette, and it's called Gold Luxe. This one right here. This highlighter, you guys, is insane. Just like, it's so wet and so like glossy. I'm obsessed. Like, it's just beautiful. Ping, 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 pew, pew, pew. That's what I feel like my highlight looks like. Pew, pew, pew. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. It's a chopper. Anyway, now we're gonna go on to lips, and lips as per usual is probably gonna be something nude because the eyes are so you know, ba-bam. So we're gonna go in with MAC Plum. Oh, also, I stopped being so harsh on myself. I stopped like being so harsh on myself for not being perfect. I didn't realize like how hard I was on myself until I realized that celebrities don't even look like themselves, and I'm striving to look like a celebrity, but a lot of their looks come from plastic surgery. And we're always like, oh, but why can't our bodies be like that? It's because that's not what's natural. And so ever since I started watching Stephanie Lang, I realized that I put a lot of unnecessary pressure on myself to reach a certain level of perfection, and that's not realistic. And so I realized that, listen, having belly fat is normal. And if anything, having belly fat protects your reproductive organs. Which, I mean, clearly no one tells us these things, that like having fat is not an entirely bad thing. It protects your reproductive organs, it protects your womb. But we just put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, and I just think that's not the direction I want to take it with my life anymore. So I'm fine having flab and owning it and just being comfortable in my body, because I mean, I'm only going to be 25 for so long. I'm only going to be the way my body is right now for so long. I'm only going to have my best boob years now. So instead of just focusing on all the things I don't have and not being appreciative of my body, I'm deciding to be appreciative of what I have and be appreciative of my body. And realizing that this body does a lot for us, you guys. Our bodies, the bodies that we're in, do a lot for us. It carries us in our day-to-day lives. It stores our nutrients for us so that we can live, you know? So yeah, even the people who look perfect aren't all that perfect. I'm sure the people who we perceive as flawless and perfect have their own insecurities and their own flaws. So I'm just on this journey where I just want to be happy in the body that I'm in. I just want to be a good human being. I just want to be good to myself before I decide to be good to everyone else, and validate myself whenever I need an extra push, you know? So I'm gonna go in with this lipstick called Leave Me Breathless. This is a very intense nude from MAC, but I'm also gonna go in with a gloss. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Gloss in Supernatural. I actually have another shade. Let me use the other shade. Okay, so this is the shade Snow Pink. It's this really beautiful like peachy frosty color. It has gold sparkled in it. I love it. Yes. I mean, this is a nude. This is for sure a nude. This is a serious nude. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop saying nude right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes, and then I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so I am wearing the Hebe Beauty lashes in the style Ocean on my lashes. I absolutely love this style, and I think I definitely need to purchase another pair because I've used this one pair like a gazillion times. It's insane. So I'm gonna go in with my Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh Spray. This is the cucumber scent, and I'm just gonna set my face into place. Okay everyone, so that is it for this very long overdue catch up with me video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this sit down and catch up. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, and I think I really need to sit down and do this every once in a while to just sort of touch base with you guys and all of that stuff. I do a lot of like personal stories on Instagram a lot, but yeah, I should also probably do some personal get ready with me's, sit down, talk to you guys about what I've learned, and hopefully share something that is really meaningful to one of you out there. Even if it's just one person, that is more than enough. So that is it for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you would like to be a part of the Sanesh squad, comment down below and let me know. Also, I am going to get back into a routine of doing my Sanesh squad shoutouts. I know I have fell off the bandwagon because I started pre-filming a lot of my content, but we're gonna get back into the swing of things, especially with Vlogmas approaching. So that is it for this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.